From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing, Jones. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Left it out a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive they started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Jones. A throw left side, hold in by Hamlin. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hines. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But you look at this Patriots defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Jones. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Jones throw there, complete to Hamler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Tre'Davious White that time getting there for the loss. The Patriots still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. When you look at this Patriots defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs in our...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Toss left to Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
21.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Oh, able to avoid him. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air.
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Hines now on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And here comes the former Patriot. This is Damian Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On second down, Elliott once more. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He'll buy some time right. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing now is Allen. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Jones on first and 10. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big body.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Allen again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will stay a 2-score game at 16.
And, partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10, right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This is Hamler on the receiving end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and a couple.
11.
Throwing, Jones. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Jones, off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
Chad Ryland for the Patriots field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Well, all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
56.
Allen will try to throw for it, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is spun. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Gets around him. And down inside the 15 he goes. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
21.
Jones now off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to wind up with a 1st down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Bills have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
In it to win it. Okay, this could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go. Omaha.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run again on first down. Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd down, this is Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Oh, baby, you know the owner's happy with that one. There you go.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes.